Hello, everyone. Welcome to ICD-10 PCS coding. This coding system is used for coding hospital-based procedures. You might be wondering what sets ICD-10 PCS apart from other coding systems such as ICD-10 CM and CPT coding. One is what we just mentioned, is that it's used for coding hospital-based procedures. This is different than diagnosis coding, which we covered in ICD-10 CM coding. It's comprehensive and gives coding procedures a much finer level of detail. By the end of Chapter 2, you're going to understand several key objectives. You'll talk about the history, the design, and the general principles of ICD-10 PCS. We'll talk about the code structure, including such things as the 7 characters, the values for the 7 characters, what each of these characters mean, and how you use it to create procedures, codes that are used for coding these hospital-based procedures. We'll start by talking about the medical surgical section. We'll talk about root operations, a key concept in ICD-10 PCS coding. And then we'll talk about the 9 groups and the 31 different root operations. We'll talk about the different approaches to procedures, what it means when something is open as opposed to being done percutaneously, and many, many other topics. We'll be using the same book that we used in ICD-10 CM coding. The chapters are the same. The layout of the course will be basically the same as what you've seen. The only thing is each chapter will be focusing on the specific PCS or procedure coding in each chapter. Office hours will be Monday through Thursday, 2 to 3:15. I realize that these times may not work for everyone, but if you need to schedule a meeting with me, please use the link in my email stationery. Select a time as I keep my Google Calendar up to date so I can meet with you as needed. That's all I have for you. I'd like to warmly welcome you again to ICD-10 PCS coding, and we'll look forward to seeing you online. Bye now.